Wait, let me check the, if, nakita na sa screen. Kasi hindi siya nakikita dito sa akin. Ayan, okay. Okay, now let's go play. It's been a while. Grabe, lagi na ako late when it comes to, live streaming, newly released update, ganun, ng Genshin. Since I have a lot of things to do na. Like, wala na akong time. And, if I ever have a time, wala naman ako lagi sa bahay. Like, allowed lang ako ng, like, weekends to do live stream weekends. Kaso nga lang, yung, nag-tweet ako last time na I'll be doing live stream. And then, it happened na inaayos yung bubong ng bahay namin. So, maingay. And you know that I'm always streaming ng tanghali, lunchtime, ganyan, 12. No, pero, ayun nga. And then, I also plan to stream ng gabi. Pero, nangyayari, nagsastuck ako lagi sa Discord namin ng mga tropa ko. Yeah, you know the YG2. Yes, and we play games, so I don't nalilimutan ko na mag-stream. Tsaka mabagal din kasi yung mataas yung ping ko sa Genshin kapag mga ganong oras gabi. So ngayon, alis pa naman ako ng 3 PM. So, tapusin na natin to. Etong kay Scara. Tsaka na-stuck ako, diba, last time kay dun sa mga quest nila. So, hanggang ngayon wala pa rin, di pa rin ako tapos. Di ko na kasi yung kay Nahida na quest kasi ayun nga. Ito naman, akala ko tatapusin ko na siya kaso naka-link siya dito eh. So, let's go. I'll do the commissions lang and the events after. And also, nagti-TCG din ako. Lalo na ako tumagal sa paglaro ng Genshin. Other than doing commissions. At saka pag-ubos ng resins, nagti-TCG din ako. Then, Genshin. Lee, you know. No, Lee, you know. Ano ba meron at gustong-gusto mo dyan? No. Okay, let's go. If you had heard some noise in the background. Wait. Shit. Oh, ngayon ko na napansin. Ang bagal. Magano ng ano.
We're out! And we're at... This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now. Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you. I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me. An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay? Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe. Her voice has gone.
Yes po. Aw.
Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the balladeer meant? And why
Sabi,
did
I
it
can't
suddenly grab
remember na.
onto you before?
Yung mga nangyari. Laki ng agot eh. Like a week.
He wants to change the past? But surely that's impossible! Right! You can't just rewrite history! All that stuff happened already in real life! It's like,
Para may mental
Erasing yourself
stress.
from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul? Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working. Ugh. Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
Meow, say meow. Can you hear my cat? Oh no! Oh no. Ginugulo niya kasi ako.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next? Seems like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight. So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if that doesn't work, Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes, cream stew, sauteed matsutake, and dragon chili chicken, almond tofu, satisfying salad. Oh, also Adeptus Temptation, golden shrimp.
Sige. Oh no. Huh? Natulog siya nakatayo.
What do we... What was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking? Huh. Paimon suddenly can't remember what she was talking about.
Let's
What
just
was
start.
it again? Is that a food too?
Holy shit.
Huh. Weird name though. What's wrong? Your eyes are like saucers. Was it So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? 'Cause it sounds like a nickname or something. Okay, sure. Where are we going? Huh? Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Let's go, my friend. Yeah, something serious.
Gather.
Oh. Pag ako di ano nito.
We made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Ah, it's been a while. Of course. Go ahead. Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and said the art of forging practiced by these 5
Wait,
clans
I know them.
was first taught to them personally
Kazu na
by the almighty Shogun.
partner.
Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive. But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were! Paimon remembers that now. We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunen, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokunen were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge. Alas.
I should.
If only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to... That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
Yeah.
On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Paimon will be right behind you. Go to the Yasuoka mission. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Di na. Ayun, nadedetect pa rin pala yung boses ko. Ang layo kasi sa mic. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay. Nakasandal kasi ako.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
No! Leon, no.
Traveler, it's been a while.
Yes? It's been a while also.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is that... Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. What would you like to know? Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever.
So pretty much business is...
Very much.
Well, got any more questions?
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled. I
Grabe yung
must
pagmamahal yun,
say,
Ayaka.
many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since whenever the Commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. The Commissioner has such a biz, they say. It's because
Okay, so
Toma
I'm
is
sorry
a
if hindi ko na siya
much
masyado
better
binabasa
chef
kasi
than most.
nababasa ko siya mabilis. Ang bagal lang ng VA.
They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Miss Kamisato occasionally joins them as well. It's been many years now since the late, as someone who is old. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always wonderful.
Paimon likes it here too! Also, Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon.
Of course.
Alright, goodbye for now. We're great. Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right then.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yep, everything's taken care of now.
Very well. Safe
Well, safe travels. Go to Tarasuna. Look for Hercules. And before that, let's... Gano'n muna ako, wait lang. Mag-be right back.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
So hello, I'm back. Yep. Tanghali kasi. So, I haven't eaten lunch. So, I have to check if may kanin pa kami. Oh no, who is this? It's Javier!
Well, here we are. But what are we...
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the traveler and Paimon?
Xavier?
Xavier?
What are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away. Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either.
Oh,
there was
no.
a guy back then too.
Oh,
They
okay.
say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology
Kung pagyan si
upgrade.
Doktor.
It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic. Oh. Told you.
Weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
Wait lang. Chill ka lang, pre.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Tang
Me
ina.
neither.
Me neither.
Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pwede din.
Sure, go ahead.
Uh-huh.
A kabuki mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a kabuki mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
Thank you, Javier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Yeah, thank you.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Yes.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you.
Yes, of course.
Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile.
Bino
No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Crocodile ng hayop.
Come on, you gotta keep it together. Why don't you grab something to eat? You can't go facing life's challenges on an empty stomach. All right, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Sobrang lapit pala ng mic ko. Oh no. So mabagal.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to touch?
The same topic we discussed last time.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh?
Shit, di ko binasa yun sa ano eh. Oh.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
So, yung yellow is yung nabago.
Well, what do you think?
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Some...
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma.
Wow. So many new details.
Well, well. So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amimarisame clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so
nga,
much
bastos
for
na
the
yan.
information.
You're welcome.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will
What
do.
if ayaw namin? Ow. Nahida. Hello, Nahida.
Nahida, we're here! Traveler, Paimon. Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And the balladeer?
Oh my.
This sounds like some kind of code. You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me? Traveler? Hey, what's wrong? You look so... That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
Yeah.
But how was he even able to do that?
I don't know either.
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it. Nevertheless, it does make sense. If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality. So, you believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because... well, because he literally changed the world? Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But the Traveler comes from a world beyond to that. That's why there's no information about her in Irminsul. And it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it. Paimon's having a hard time understanding this balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it? I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that. Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share? It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died. Once the balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance the story makes sense, the balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left. Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return. Please wait a moment. I want to check something.
Okay.
Found it.
Oh, bilis nun ah.
This should be the one.
Wow.
It turns out that I have a strange way of... What is it? A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look. Is this a fairy tale? I authored this record myself. Huh? You wrote it? When combined with the traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything... Hold on. So this record survived from the past? Yes. Any information about the balladeer or the Kabukimono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact. Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that, but Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the balladeer entered Irminsul. That's incredible! And sending the traveler into Irminsul with the balladeer must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything. This story is abstract enough that it still resonates with the present information recorded in Irminsul. But if we connect all the different pieces together, the true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the There was once a lone monster draped in fox fur. The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox.
I think this is the door.
But its tail was too slender, and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when...
Ay, hindi ko na.
Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it.
Oh, shit.
The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided. You are the one who must be sacrificed. Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Oh, cute naman.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon.
Sino kaya ang ano nito? Artist. Like, ang cute, pang storytelling talaga yung art style.
How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different. We solved it! I remember now. This is not just the balladeer's story. It is his very own memories. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it. That's why they backed up his memory for later use. I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you.
Sorry, Solanin. I'm doing a
Before
quest.
he vanished, he confirmed an important detail. That Conria was where your twin first came into this world.
Oh.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui, but in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, so the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the trouble. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny. To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on him. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there. And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel...
Ay, shit.
Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
What if malaglag ako dun? Right? at the Grand Bazaar.
It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up. We're here! What should we eat first?
What to eat first?
Hey, are you gonna answer or what? Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat. What is it? Have you figured...
Bilis naman nun, pre.
Why'd you jump up all of us?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be a small problem with the last bill. Look, here.
Oh no!
Hey!
Wait,
Hey,
what
wait!
happened? Is that a new form of him?
You mean me?
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you see? Little rascal grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsettias and ran off. Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? The work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss.
No working workshop.
I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something? He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this,
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like...
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetti.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Stop. I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsettias, was it? I'll be right back.
Hey, what do we do now? Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
What the freak? Asan siya? Huh? Ay. Saan siya? What the fuck is he? Gusto na mo maglakad, no?
Yeah.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsettias? Isn't that a bit too cruel? Oh, alright.
this should be enough. Ah, guess I should wash them before I take them back. Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice. Have we met before? No, we haven't met. But you know me? I have no recollection.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh no.
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
So, basically, si Scaramouch, after deleting himself, gumawa siya ng another self-sharing, parang katulad ni Lord Kadabata kay Nahida.
A puppet? What makes you think that?
Huh?
You were right! The look on his face!
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be... Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it.
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
That's oddly nice of you.
Parang si casual.
Let me take these back. Then I'll come with you, okay?
And let's return to the city.
Oh no, let's go. Layo ba? Sa Grand Hall din naman.
Here you go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a
So
while.
weird.
I was just about to pay you anyway. Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was... Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable.
But I don't... No. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye.
Aw.
Thank you again for taking me into...
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years.
Thank you. All right, done.
So weird.
Thanks for
Na
waiting
ganun
for
si
me.
Yeah.
We can go
Parang
now.
bait-bait niya. Aw, I like the brownie. Retourne de Saint-Antoine of Saint-Antoine. Saint-Antoine of Saint-Antoine. I gotta charge my phone.
Nahida! What's wrong?
It's the Ballier! The Ballier! Aray, gago. Ouch, pain. Play.
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
say that you're trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves.
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots. But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to...
I wouldn't call it the past, but I don't like to rely on using terms like this often. But in your case, it seems that it ought to be called previous incarnation.
Oh, like a past life or something?
Yes, something far more distant than the past.
Same with Nahida.
So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous Oh, you want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation. If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear, but I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things. You nearly died because of what other people did. And many died because of you. As a non-human, you drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have...
Aw, shit.
I gave everything I had. But...
in terms of the outcome alone...
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time. A chain of...
That is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet...
It seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
Oh, no.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but...
If we were enemies, why are you trying...
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on this... He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I try...
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you...
Please, I want to see them for myself.
Even though it will cause your present self great...
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to.
Very well.
Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's...
Don't worry. Whatever danger I might face, to my...
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my...
Oh, good point. Given your,
Understood.
Thank you.
No, we're going back to the Erminso. Entered. Oh, woo! Remins right now. Wanderer.
No matter what lies ahead,
Okay, let's go. I mean, this is the drift. Oh shit. Let's go. Kailangan natin to. Baka... no. No.
This looks like Inazuma.
Right now, you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memory. These memories will show you the raw truth. But be aware that enemies may react.
Sounds like an immersive experience.
It's like no
It's a
main.
good...
you don't need to do this for me.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but...
All right.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon plays.
Is that because this is kind of like...
You could say that.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No. There's someone... You're awake. What happened? Not a scratch. And
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the balladeer in shock,
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby.
During the Tatarisuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor, disguised as a mechanic. The balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long as the second in command at Tatarisuna. Responsibility for what but Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Oh, more life sa'yo.
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Ouch.
Huh? What are we doing back here?
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty. But
I was abandoned, like you. I lived here for a while at first, but there's nothing for...
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager, he kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then mom's...
But you can't.
Yup, we're family now.
Oh,
We're gonna be together
the baby,
forever
the
and ever.
child
this
that died.
child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise. After leaving Tatarisuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him.
What happened to the child?
He died from his illness while
Ouch.
he was still very young. The balladeer came home one day.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something!
Oh, fuck.
You promised me we could be family!
Oh, tataas na ba siya po?
You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too. The voices have gone. It looks like...
Let's keep going.
Oh, shit. There we go again. That hurts like hell.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting. What you are truly is a one with an iron will. Or continue to drift aimlessly.
Are you trying to win me over?
Long-fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast?
One with wind and cloud!
Just like we returned.
Time to fulfill
Stabilize.
Oh no.
This place is dark.
Oh
Paimon
yeah.
knows this place.
Gago.
It's
I
the
knew this.
delusion factory in Inazuma.
In the original version of events, the traveler once encountered the balladeer here.
Such a creepy atmosphere.
But actually, we also
So
met him sa
familiar.
ano eh, di ba? Sa event ni Mona. Aww. Actually, I have, hindi pa ako nagla-live doon. Player na ako ng Genshin simula sa una pa. Like, a day after ma-release. So, hindi pa ako nagla-live stream nun. I think I'm doing live stream lang sa Facebook. And then, lumipat ako here. More on highlights yung pinapublish ko. Ay, ina-upload ko dito sa YouTube. But then, tinamad na ako mag-edit. Actually, meron pa ako dapat i-edit eh. Yung mga gameplays namin ng mga friends ko. So, I don't have time.
Hey, look over there.
Well, well, my fair lady.
Oh,
Is this
it's
rundown
the Senora,
factory and these
the dead.
incompetent fools all for me?
What do you have to gain from belittling your subordinates? You might not want to admit it, but you
Oo nga,
are a
patay na eh.
part of this plan. Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pale...
What a sharp... Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not...
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic... Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still... Look at you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else. By then, see you at the victory feast.
Oh, I remember. Mondstadt doesn't have a Fatui Harbinger weekly boss. Yeah. Kasi sa Liyue we have Child. Then in Inazuma we have Senora, and in here in Sumeri we have Scara.
Poor little tongue?
Right?
She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who'd... Forget it.
Sa susunod pa yun.
Someone might find me here any minute now.
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to...
Yes.
Aww.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
This is order.
Cross over! Shine no longer.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru.
Considering that Immorta's sage, Nafis, refused to join this...
Welcome. I look...
When do we start?
You seem impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far...
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that...
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the...
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they'd think if they knew that nothing...
I suggest you speak to me in a more respectful tone, Scaramouch.
The doctor again?
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
It's normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Punch.
Let's move on.
Oh no.
Go!
Oh no. Oh no.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between
Oh,
humans
shit.
and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human? Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the miracle of life, they are human too.
I've seen enough of my past.
Shit.
If possible, no matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment.
Oh, shit.
Whatever I am due, can you return my memories to me?
Oh, shit.
Won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules. With each person being a collection of past as a puppet living in a human world, my life is
You know what?
subject to the
If I
same
ever
rules.
got my memories from my past life, gagi pre. What if criminal din ako? Oh no, like, oh my god, I killed the person.
Regaining your memories means
Like from
reverting
the,
completely to
sa
your
mga
previous
manhwa na
incarnation.
I read.
All the emotions that you discarded will return to you. Are you sure you want?
I've lived with a void in my chest my whole life. My creator didn't need me, but then I met you. And I finally realized that I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deep, so I beg you, grant me this opportunity to...
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which...
Nah.
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Set him free?
A puppet? What's he doing here? You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
What a fine blade. Nagamasa will be thrilled.
This is my...
Holy shit.
Is he alright? No way!
Oh no, Kaskara na! Oh no! Gagi, yan ang kind of dull sword mong chat. Grabe. Very intense.
Hey! Are you done yet?
Oh no!
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Oh shit. Oh my gosh.
Balladeer?
Die.
Ah, fuck. Oh gosh. Oh,
This
that's
is
shit.
trying my patience.
Have you got all your memories back now?
You got any more stupid questions?
Tayo na, di ko alam paano gamitin si Wonder Room, gabi. Paano ko gamitin yung lipad-lipad?
The wind rises. Be more human. Too slow. Behold.
No, fuck no.
How amusing. The wind rises.
Ano magagawa nito?
Squall and Fury. At my command, you shall fall. Wind rises.
Pre, mamamatay si... Putang ina, mamamatay. Pwede ba akong gumamit ng... yes. Gamit na ng ano. Kunya mo eh.
Squall and Fury. Insignificant past. Follow me. My endless cycle begins. Not far enough.
No, fuck no. Fuck no. Baka umulit pa ako dito sa pre.
Wind rises. Insignificant past.
Wala man lang shield.
Too slow. Squall and Fury. You're dead.
Putang ina. Hindi. Seryoso ba kayo dito? Defeat the opponent.
People, you. Follow me. Unsightly insects. Behold. Churn! Squall and Fury. Insignificant past.
Ina.
Oh no.
Imbecile! Get out of my sight.
Wow.
It disappeared.
What did you expect? I'd never lose to that.
There's the tone of voice again. You're definitely back to your old self.
Naalala na din siya ni Paimon.
Wait, but it was you inside that thing too. What have you got to be smug?
Sorry. I'm harsh on myself and everyone else. Just the way I am. You sound like you're concerned about me, but don't worry. Thanks to you, even if I didn't change a thing, at least I
The memory recovery seems to have been a success.
Come on. Let's continue this out.
Aw. Yeah. Let's go. Aw.
Welcome back, traveler. Paimon.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it. After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui. And they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected...
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes. And I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire.
Why would you go to such lengths?
In all
Putang ina nang win me over.
your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. Self-embracing my... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what,
Okay, thank
including
you
the
very
beginning
much.
of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before I will try.
Traveler. After I dove into the information torrents in Irminsul, why did you go? So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back. Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals.
That's not true.
Aw.
A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be... I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. Some things in this world can never be brought back. And they can never be Everything that you feel is real and lasting. And whatever to be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway,
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts...
sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but...
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why the...
Oh!
Yeah.
Paimon wants to pick an unconvincing too!
Oh no.
Why?
Because Paimon...
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for idea.
No! Paimon only does nicknames! If it's a serious name you're after, it's...
Okay, it's time. Today.
Have you got anything?
Okay. You can obtain the item and effective stroke from the arc question. Okay, sure. Why not? Yes. Oh, no! No, nagkulang ng ano. I can't name. Oh, so sad. So, actually, I prepared myself na kung anong papakala ko sa kanya. And plan ko sana yung may meaningful name, like, you know, related with the air, wind, or whatever. Or parang changes new life, ganyan. And then I planned also na Japanese name since he looks like he came from Inazuma, but then na-reborn siya sa Subaru, so I didn't know. But while talking to my friends about sa names, kasi nauna sila tapusin to kaysa sa akin, we were talking about English names. And sabi nung isa namin tropa, Celtrino, sabi niya, Cal suited it. Mas suit sa kanya yung Cal name. Para bang pag narinig mo yung Cal, bagay na bagay yung Cal sa kanya. So, let's go with that name. Kung ayaw ng Abunjingbunjing, nakakainis. Yes. Ayun, wait lang. Share ko lang to sa mga friends ko. Aww, bunyi. Ayaw naman ng Abunjing. So, let's go with Kyle. Share ko din sa Twitter ko right now before, Yes, Kyle.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, alright. If you say...
Nakapili pa nga ako ng Japanese name para sa kanya.
Now you have a name of your own.
Kazuki ata yun. Kazuki. Basta related din sa wind.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
My nickname? Oh, Nick. I'm still thinking. Stop rushing me.
Still thinking. Stop rushing.
Take your time. I don't
See
need to
you
see you
again.
again until you've thought of one. Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
Oh, Kyle.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your
Let me
stance has
search
changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
Okay, wait lang. Wait lang. Oh, shit. Okay, so.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see.
Huh? But...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been. What's that look for? Don't make that. That day will come. All right. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some...
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore. So we can finally go eat?
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax.
Yes, thank you very much. Is that it? Bilis naman dun. I'll name him Kyle. That's why not.
I've got it! I can end my novel.
You mean because everyone...
Yeah! I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the The dark clouds had dissipated. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream to be told. A journey that you must walk to the...
Oh, return to the resting place. sheesh.
Go! With the wind.
Sayang, hindi ko nakuha si Wanderer. Sana meron akong Kyle. I got Chichi kasi.
With the wind.
Whew, it's about time we had a break. As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back. Wow! Huh? Look at them. Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like, Paimon doesn't remember there being...
You sound lost and confused.
What the fuck? What is this?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the
Who are you?
history does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see.
The voices disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of... Anyway, that face is still lying there broken on the ground. It feels wrong just leaving it there.
Gosh. Okay, tapos na. So, dyan na po nagtatapos ang ating live stream. Nice. Now, oh! The name. We could still change it. Isang beses lang. Okay. Nice. Pero I don't have a plan to change it. Sanay na ako sa kailang name niya. Thanks for watching. I'll be doing the events and the Spiral Abyss and some hangouts, I guess. Commissions, yes. So, yun. Grabe. Inabot na. I promise na sa next update na na hindi na putol-putol and hindi na ako late. Nagkanda late lang ako dito sa Sumeru Quest because of some, kaproblemahan sa buhay. Thank you again and see you soon.